Hi, welcome back to today's lab. Okay, today we are going through this particular lab, which is 1.2.3.4. Okay, which is investigating of vulnerability and assessment tool. The assessment tool, basically we are looking into Kali, exactly what Kali is able to do. So there's a part one of exploring what is Kali Linux, which is this. Okay, investigation of some of the Nmap and Zenmap, right? And last but not least, go to do Wireshark and open a PCAP file. Okay, so this thing already provided to you. Let's take a look at part one on Kali, right? It needs at least 1 gig of RAM. For this particular case, it's 2 gig because this is the latest version. Okay, and then after that, next thing is we want to look into the machine itself. Let's start the machine, log in, and take a look at the what we call them the toolbar. Okay, the password here is different already, yeah, because the older version is root and TOR. The new one is username is Kali. The password is also Kali. Okay, next, let's take a look at what the menu itself. This is where you can click the menu. You can click this application button. That's a menu, right? Then you can see many items inside there. So how many category of tools are there? They are all together 13. For this particular version, that is 13, right? Then of course there's some other things, but then these are some other things that is people are using. Okay, so next we want to write down exactly what are these tools that is available. Okay, for this particular lab, whatever tools we are using will be inside there already, except Zenmap. So we don't cover Zenmap lah. So let's go through and take a look. The first one is Nmap. Nmap is inside found in the first one, over here. Nmap. This is Nmap. Okay. Next, is there a Zenmap? We don't have a Zenmap in the latest version of Kali. This is kind of the latest. This is a 2023 version. Of course, there's probably a newer version. Difference from the point that when I download this thing, because typically it takes about 6 months to prepare all these lessons. So 6 months ago they may not have it, but then 6 months later they may put it back. Okay, the older version has a Zenmap, but then I think because of there's an existent Nmap, so they decided not to put the Zenmap inside here. So don't see any Zenmap version inside here. Okay, there's no Zenmap inside there. You can find it anyway. Okay, so it's okay. Never mind. Zenmap is nothing but the GUI version. Okay, Nmap is a command line and Zenmap is just a GUI version of the Nmap. So it's the same thing, right? SQL map. If you look into here, under web application analysis, you'll see SQL map. You'll also see skipfish, which is the next item. These two items. Okay, they're both command line lah. Okay, we are all running all command line basis. Okay, except for some of the other things. Last but not least, there's a thing called Wireshark, which is a sniffer. Item 9, Wireshark. Okay, so these are generally what is the piece of software that we need to run over here. Okay, then learn about Nmap. We actually run through Nmap in a lot of past applications, so we will keep a skip on this portion. And Zenmap is nothing but a GUI version of Nmap. Okay, if you run a Windows machine, it's possible to run Zenmap also. Okay, so next we want to test out Wireshark. Let's go to take a look at Wireshark. Okay, go to sniffer tool, spoofing, and we open Wireshark. Let's open this one. Okay, then it will run a Wireshark application. Just bear with it for a while. So instead of capturing your packet, Wireshark actually is capable of doing that and then be able to capture whatever on the traffic itself. Let's go straight and take a look at what Wireshark can take a look into it. Okay, so it's a GUI. Let's maximize. Let's go to file and open. We want to go and open a particular file. So inside this particular file for this one is called lab support file. Okay, we're not going to go to root lah. It's inside here. Inside Kali, there's a lab support file. Double click it, right? And then under PCAP files, and then plain text and open. Okay, then we are able to come to this particular part that we actually can look into all the packet inside there. Okay, this one shows you all the layers that actually goes into it, right? You can see Ethernet, IP layer, the detail, and transmission layer. Okay, this is one way to look at all the packet within here. So what we see here, this is the timing, right? 00 time is the time that actually started off when we press the button of capturing the data, followed by what is the source IP address, okay, what is the destination IP address, okay. So typically the second one is the server. This is the client, okay. So the client, so you have a whatever telnet client, FTP client, HTTP client. HTTP client can be a browser, right? The rest can be just a command line application that allows you to connect. Okay. Over here, we are talking about a telnet application. So this is a telnet application. So the server is 192.168.0.1. That's a server. Okay. At this moment, the client connect to the server. And prior to that, there's this thing called the three-way handshake, which is what TCP is. Okay. So this three-way handshake typically comes before any of this whatever telnet, FTP, or your HTTP. There will always be a three-way handshake. Three-way handshake include sync acknowledgement, and acknowledgement. Okay, this is the flag. Okay, so what are we going to look inside there? Okay, so the first answer is 192.168.0.1. That's a server, right? What's the protocol that you're going to capture is involved is TCP. So we go back and take a look. Is it TCP for the transport? See over here, TCP, right? So that is the protocol. Okay. Next thing, we right click. We're going to do follow, analyze the traffic. So we go here, we follow, then we go to TCP stream. So because it's mainly a TCP protocol. So let's take a look at what is provided. Okay, so from the top, we know that it's connected to this thing called bamzing.org, which we have no idea what it is. It doesn't really matter. Next thing, interesting thing, right? You can see there's a login username and password. That's why we keep on saying Telnet is not a safe protocol because it sends username and password in clear text. That's how you can find out the username and password, right? So it's not safe. Next, what is the operating system running on this server? Then we can take a look. Welcome to OpenBSD. So BSD is the operating system. It's indicated here. Proactive, secure, Unix-like operating system, right? Okay. So the operating system is called OpenBSD. Next, what command were sent from the client to execute the server? Whatever is from the client is red in color. Server side is on the other color. See, this is the red in color is the client, right? Fake end user, right? So it sends in this command first called ping. Okay, try to see whether they can do any pinging. Okay, so that this server is indeed connected to the internet. Next, I run ls and ls minus l a. Okay, so you're going to figure out, can I list whatever I have in the directory that I have telnet in and login. Okay, so this is all the command that is been sent by the client to execute on the server. All the red color one here, here, and here, and then finally exit. Okay, so it shows on the server. It can ping. It's connected to the internet. It has a DNS because this is a DNS address. So know how to translate back into the IP. So it's really connected to the internet, having a DNS. It also can list out the directory, and all these are the directory that it listed. So this is what the server has response. Okay. So this packet capture illustrates an important security vulnerability exists in the telnet. What is the vulnerability? I have mentioned it just now. The very first, most important thing, which is this. Okay. The weaknesses is telnet is not safe because it has a vulnerability, which is a weakness. It shows the username, and password, which is a very bad thing when you think about having this thing hosted over the internet. Everybody can do a sniffing and find out the username and password. So that is why we never use telnet over the real internet end of the day today. Okay, that's all. Thank you very much. Thank you for your patience. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.